Hey everyone, this is your Minion of the East, and welcome back to the Death Battle Reactions. On this episode, we've got Aang from Avatar versus Edward Elric from Full Metal Alchemist. Now, this is an episode I've been wanting to know about Aang for the longest time, because back in the first season of Death Battle, Ben, one of the creators, has expressed interest in wanting to do Aang in a death battle. Their original idea was have Aang versus Harry Potter, which then got changed to being Luke versus Harry Potter, which, personally for me, that's one of the worst episodes they've ever done, but I digress. They felt Aang was way too overpowered for the likes of Harry, so that episode idea was scrapped in favor of Luke versus Harry Potter. Now, I've always wondered what they were going to do with Aang, because Ben's been wanting to do an episode where Aang was in one episode, but they just couldn't figure out who the person was. I had two possible ideas, one being Captain Planet. I mean, they both can do the elements. And the second was Thrall from World of Warcraft, but then again, that was also another case of Aang being too overpowered. But this one with Edward Elric, I can see why. Because these two are pretty much known for how to use the natural elements to their whim. Aang using the elements of nature, and Edward using the elements of life, like actual scientific elements. It's a bit of a stretch for how these two are paired together, but that's how I feel how this episode came about. But anyways, I'm going to be doing the full episode reaction because I like both Avatar: The Last Airbender and Full Metal Alchemist. Now, I haven't seen the entirety of Brotherhood in years, and I've only seen the entirety of the original Full Metal Alchemist, so if I get any information wrong during this recording, I apologize, but Avatar: The Last Airbender is my absolute favorite show that is an anime, and I will stand by that decision. So, just pre-analysis, I'm hoping for Aang to make it out of here in this battle alive. I'm thinking that he will get the victory in this. So, yeah. Anyways, full episode reaction this time. I'm going to leave a full link in the episode down below in the description box. So, to go watch the full episode and then come back here for the reaction. So, with that said, let's get right to the episode. Dun, dun.
The elements make up every aspect of the world we live in, and no average person can tame them.
But somehow these kids can master them with a vengeance.
Boomerang.
Like Aang, the Avatar.
And Edward Elric, the Full Metal Alchemist. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills
To find out who would win a death battle. Alright, so it's going to be a sprite-based battle.
Water.
Earth. Fire. Air.
Heart.
Once
know
the
it.
four nations lived in harmony, and some of their citizens could even learn to bend their nation's element. But only the Avatar could master all four, and it's their duty to protect the balance between these nations.
Yep.
And since there's always got to be an Avatar around, a new one is born whenever the last one dies.
But everything changed
When the Fire Nation attacked.
Attempting to conquer the other
That
three
meme doesn't
nations,
get old.
the Avatar would inevitably be their greatest obstacle.
Man, they'd even go after a kid?
Living among the air nomads, Aang was an energetic
Death,
and
age
dutiful 12
66.
years old
The
when he learned
182nd
of his
Avatar.
destiny. He was the newest
United
incarnation
Republic.
of the Avatar.
Egg custard
But
tart.
he totally wussed out, ran away from home,
Sucks
and got
Aang
frozen
died
in ice for 100
very-
years. What the
at
hell? That's
only
not
about
what I'd
middle
do if I
age
found out I was
for
an awesome elemental badass.
Legend of Korra,
I'd
and yet
definitely
Katara
find a way
still
to make money
survived.
off that.
Boomstick, he's 12. But running away actually saved his life, as the Fire Nation knew the next Avatar would be an air nomad and slaughtered them all in a horrific surprise attack.
But the poor kid wouldn't be stuck in ice forever. He was eventually rescued by some new friends and began his quest to learn the other elements and save the world. And as an air nomad, he can really bend the wind to his will.
He can use air bending to create whirlwinds and tornadoes or slice through solid
Okay, so they
stone.
are taken from the comics. Since the comics
Well,
are
it's
technically
not
canon,
exactly flying
post
stick. What he actually
book
does
3.
is manipulate the air currents to keep aloft. That's why he carries a glider, complete with snacks.
I like that.
Oh, well, I'm sure that'll come in handy.
And he actually
Whatever,
did use
if it
that.
looks like a duck and sounds like a duck, it's a duck. Or I guess flying avatar guy.
But ducks actually can fly. Anyway, Aang can use air in pretty much every aspect
Bongo
of his
awesome.
life.
Yep,
Like for shields,
since the-
increasing his speed,
the bending
improving agility,
arts are
adjusting
all
his body
based off
temperature, and
of-
even focusing his breath to use as an attack.
Yep.
After he learned waterbending from
They're based off
Baku and
actual
Katara,
real-life
he
martial
can make
arts.
whips, knives, and literal
Maybe bend.
tsunamis.
Avatar
Hey,
Stadium.
I can do that too. Just give me a pool and watch this cannonball fly. Does that mean I'm a waterbender?
Sure. Waterbenders can also manipulate steam and ice.
Just like how I, the great waterbender Boomstick the Wet, will use my powers to swim through this frozen block.
You what?
Yep. Waterbending 101. You can be jealous.
Oh wow, I'm just bursting with envy.
Bending powers activate!
Yep.
Success!
Like airbending, waterbending requires a nearby source of water to use, like a pond or a filled bottle. The same goes for earthbending, which Aang learned from his mentor Toph.
Earthbending is all about throwing rocks at
Some
people,
specialized
and a
bending
bunch of
for the
other
size
cool
of size,
stuff,
but these
like
do not learn
making
metal
walls
bending,
and
blood bending,
earthquakes
or
and
lightning
causing the ground
regeneration.
to swallow you up,
Or yep.
which is kind of creepy, actually.
Last but certainly not least, Aang learned the art of firebending from his longtime rival, Prince Zuko. Unlike the other arts, firebenders can actually create fire to use at will.
Firebending is so goddamn powerful.
Yeah.
It's even got the deadliest bending technique of all, shooting lightning.
Well, only the most advanced firebenders can cast lightning, which is usually an instant kill move. While Aang never learned the move itself, he has learned how to redirect it through
Yep.
his body.
But even after learning the 4 elements, Aang got to meet one last master bender.
Energy
Who taught him
bending.
the art of manipulating a person's life energy.
AKA the Deus Ex
purest
Machina.
form of bending.
It's super dangerous though, and one mistake could tear up Aang's soul.
And with it, Aang defeated the Fire Lord and brought peace to the world at large.
Well, with that and with his super form, the Avatar State.
In the Avatar state, Aang's bending abilities grow immensely powerful. This is because the Avatar state lets Aang draw upon the power and wisdom of all previous Avatar incarnations. Though it is extremely
Yeah.
risky, as dying while in the Avatar state ends the cycle of reincarnation permanently.
Why would he care if he's dead anyway? Whatever. The coolest thing about the Avatar
Just
state
to
is
unblock
it
his
makes
chakras
you
and master
glow,
the state.
Like this.
Yep.
Behold!
How are you doing that?
Oh, I drank a bunch of glow sticks.
You need to go to the doctor, like right now.
My liver's processed way worse than this.
Well, with or without the Avatar state,
Ozai's
Aang
lightning
is
create a
plenty
barricade
powerful.
around
He
you
has the
down.
ability to move gigantic
a mountain
stone
while asleep.
columns and even
Oh, yeah,
carve
that
canyons
did
around
happen.
an entire city.
Not only
Cold
has he
as a
survived
stealer.
hits from earthbending
Ton
kings
boulder
and
with-
massive explosions, he threw this gigantic column of rock at the Fire Lord.
To get the column's mass, we compared Aang's height against it and determined it must weigh 9,500 tons.
Aang's super fast.
Dang.
too. With airbending, he can run on water.
Which, given his size, requires a movement speed of well over 67 miles per hour.
He used airbending to block a giant column-destroying explosive attack from the best-named character on the show, Combustion Man.
And he's proven he could redirect lightning from
It
the
travels
Fire
at the
Lord
same
himself.
speed as natural
Taking
lightning.
into account the distance between them and how
Yep.
far Aang's arm had to move to catch
Even
the
caught and
lightning,
redirected
he
lightning
would
from a
have
storm.
To react at least 155 times faster than sound.
He is pretty unused to violence, though. I mean, he's a vegetarian pacifist for crying out loud. But while he
He
may
is a
seem
monk.
like just a kid, Aang still saved the world and led it into a peaceful future. To him, bending is elementary.
If you want to be a bender, you have to let go of fear.
All right, let's see how Edward
Alchemists of
goes
old
up against
once tried
Aang.
to turn lead into gold with not great results.
Mm-hmm.
But in the country of Amestris, the ancient science of alchemy is actually possible by using the Earth's natural energy to reshape the molecular structure of various objects.
And by drawing a circle thingy.
A transmutation circle. which most alchemists use except for the youthful prodigy, Edward Elric.
Oh, what a little badass!
Oh
Careful,
no,
Boomstick,
don't.
He's a bit touchy about his size.
Hey,
Ma-
if I
major
lost
state
my mom
alchemist,
like he did, I'd get
agnostic.
mad at the little stuff too.
Just likes
But
milk
Ed
and
his
bread
brother
crust.
Alphonse figured they could bring her back with alchemy. So they went for it, but things went south real fast.
Oh,
People
yeah.
say that give an arm and a leg for something. Well, Ed literally did, and poor Al lost his whole body. Luckily, Ed managed to stick his brother's soul in a suit of armor. But still, yikes.
This horrible experience has forever marked the two brothers.
And by proxy,
no
the-
one is meant to transmute the
as
human soul.
supporting
and
evidence.
The boys were lucky just to escape with
Yeah,
their
I thought so.
lives.
They're only
But
going
he
with
got
the
something
manga
good
and
out of it,
Brotherhood
like
adaptation.
super secret knowledge, including how to do alchemy without a circle thingy. He just has to clap instead. So, worth it?
With these new abilities, Ed and Alphonse began their quest to restore their bodies. Specifically, they sought the incredible power of a Philosopher's Stone,
Oh,
believing
yeah.
it to be their only chance. Eventually, Ed joined the military, and thanks to his amazing potential, he was named by the Fuhrer the Full Metal
The
Alchemist.
Fuhrer.
What? Adolf Hitler?
Nah, it's just Bradley. He's okay. Until he isn't.
Spoilers! Also, since Ed lost a couple limbs, he got them replaced
Aluminum
with
carbon
automail.
alloy.
Kinda like my leg.
Automail is made from incredibly durable metal, ranging from his original steel one to a
Just in the
gas-powered one to his best version consisting of a mix of aluminum and carbon.
Can become a
Apart from being
Philosopher's
durable
Stone.
metal prosthetics, Ed's automail limbs function just like normal ones. He can even reshape his arm as a weapon.
So he can turn it into swords and saws and stuff, increase its durability by hardening its makeup, or turn it into an umbrella. Ah, truly a limb of many talents.
But at the end of the day, Ed's true talent lies not in sword fighting or umbrella holding, but the art of alchemy.
He can do all sorts of crazy things with all the elements. He can basically make anything he wants, like spears and shields.
So long as he follows the rule of equivalent exchange. Anything created with alchemy must have a source of equal value and cannot be made fundamentally different. For example, lead can be molded into a statue, but it cannot be turned into water. Other than that, there are three principles needed to use alchemy well: comprehension,
Which means you gotta understand what the thing you're using is made of.
destruction,
Breaking stuff down,
and reconstruction.
putting stuff back together.
Ed is only limited by the materials at hand and his imagination. At his full potential,
Oh,
he can
boy.
do almost anything. He can purify water, create ammonium gas from ammonium nitrate, repair entire houses, and transform a gun into a trumpet.
Don't you ever try and do that with any of my guns. Anyway, Ed also learned destruction alchemy, which does exactly what you think it does, make a big ol' kaboom. Ed's used it to destroy stuff like automail, but it can also be used to explode people's heads.
Damn.
So, using destruction alchemy, Ed should be able to destroy something like this on a molecular level.
Ha! Or you can just do that.
Anyway, with all of his abilities, Ed has done some incredibly impressive things.
Not only has he blocked gunfire from a Gatling gun after it started firing, he's dodged a pistol from nearly point-blank range, and his
Dang.
automail arm even took a bite from a lion-headed chimera. It was totally fine.
Assuming this chimera has a similar bite force to that of a real lion, that means Ed's arm stood up to a force of 1,000 pounds per square inch.
He's created a gigantic cannon and then survived that cannon exploding while he was standing on it. And then he survived being on top of a huge boulder exploding too.
We can measure the boulder's explosion against Ed's size to get an approximate energy output. With a radius of 36 feet, this blast must have been equivalent to over 100 tons of TNT.
Jeez.
How's that for equivalent exchange, bitches? He also survived an explosion that took out most of a 10-story building.
Even apart from being tough, Ed has shown considerable strength when using alchemy.
Like when he created a gigantic golem to crush his opponent.
By
Yeah.
measuring the size of the stone golem's thumb, comparing it to the size of the average human's thumb, and using that scale to estimate the size
Math.
of the golem, that gives us an estimated weight of over 3,000 metric tons.
All this without any Philosopher's Stone. Because
Yeah.
it turns out those things are really, really messed up.
Right. Philosopher's Stones are extremely powerful and can be used in many different ways. Kimberly the Crimson Lotus Alchemist, for example, used one to create a massive explosion equal to 157 kilotons
My
of TNT.
God.
However, it turns out that these stones are composed of imprisoned human souls. So Ed and Al vowed to avoid them on principle. Although Ed can boost his alchemic power in a similar manner by drawing on his own life force, increasing his potential at the cost of shortening his lifespan. But that's what Ed ultimately had to learn, what it truly means to let something go. And so he found another way to revive Al's body, sacrificing his own power for the sake of family.
Aw, what a nice guy. But all in all, so long as Ed knows what he's trying to transmute, he's an amazing force to be reckoned with.
Now let's go home. Together.
Alright, the
Alrighty.
combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibility.
Okay, this is also going to be another tricky one to figure out. As far as everything goes, Aang's got the advantage when it comes to versatility and combat, especially with his multiple uses of different types of bending to his whim. And from what we saw with Al, a lot of his alchemy stuff can be utilized from the earth, which again composed from earth bending that Aang can counter with. So yeah, he can't metal bend, so trying to bend Al's metallic limbs is out of the equation. Al's got the advantage in durability, that's for sure. And when it comes to Aang, he's been knocked around with something even way less than that. Whew. My only thing that could be a major edge is Aang trying to use energy bending to take away Al's alchemy. But that is if... I could be wrong, but I don't know if alchemy... You need to have the power to use alchemy, or you just need the knowledge to use it, because I don't know about that. But this is going to be a tricky one, but I still gotta give it to Aang, mostly for his combat experience, his many combat uses with his bending, and the avatar states. So having over 180 different past lives to help you out, that's going to be a tough one to do. So anyways, let's get this over with.
It's time for a death battle!
Alrighty, let's do this. We're in the market.
Sorry, Momo. You're just too little.
Little! Who are you calling
Oh.
a pipsqueak, you stupid hairless
Oh my god, those are the
Nobody?
God, Scott Pilgrim busts.
Show you.
Oh god. Oh man. Oh jeez. Oh, not a missing poster. Whew. Alright. Alright, come on, Aang, you got this. You got this, Aang. Very versatile. I do like the spray animation already.
You know, there are actually a lot of advantages to being short. Like, you'll never hit your head on door frames, and,
I'm still growing!
I wonder who did the voices for Aang and Al. Oh, that's a statue.
Ah! Oh no! I'm sorry!
A classic misdirection.
Oh boy.
That's advantage Elric!
Nope. Yep, earthbending.
Damn it!
Oh, yeah, destruction alchemy. It's gonna be a tough one.
How's this for small?
Redirect the cannon.
What kind of alchemy is that?
That's not an alchemy, that is bending. Come on, Aang. You got this. Well, that's one way. Ooh, destruction. But yeah. Oh no. Oh my god, they had to do that.
I won't lose you again.
Ah, yes, seismic waves.
There you are.
Excellent.
Nice try, Shorty.
Oh no. Come on, Aang. Oh no. Come on. And there goes his.
Can't believe that worked.
Wait. Avatar state. Yep. Don't mess with the avatar. Oh god.
This ends now.
Got no defense against this, Al.
At least I'm taller than you.
Yep.
You left me no choice.
Called it. Yeah.
Ed didn't have a leg to stand on. Or arm, I guess.
Ed may have been more quick-witted and inventive, and he certainly had more combat experience. But Aang's
Yep.
bending abilities were far more versatile and readily available than combat alchemy.
Yeah, it had cool stuff like cannons and gun trumpets, but Aang was fast enough to react to lightning, which is way faster than dodging a measly bullet.
Recall how Ed survived an explosion that destroyed most of a 10-story building. By examining the size of the building and thus the volume of the conical explosion, this blast must have equaled about 30 kilotons of TNT.
That's cool, but Aang did way more when he carved up a circle around that city in Avatar State.
The force to blast such a huge ravine around the city of Yu Dao was a massive undertaking.
Yeah.
By measuring the width, length, and depth of the affected area compared to the size of the city, we found it would take almost 160 kilotons of
Thank you,
TNT to
comics.
Pull that off. More than 5 times greater than Ed's best durability feat. So Aang definitely had the stuff to crush Ed's automail arm and the rest of him.
Granted, Ed could reach this sort of power by sacrificing his life force. Remember Kimbley's explosion, the one empowered by a Philosopher's Stone, a blast worth 157 kilotons of TNT? That's almost identical to Aang's feat, and theoretically, Ed could have been capable of this level of power. Theoretically. However, a Philosopher's Stone uses many souls, while Ed could only draw from his one. Not to mention, drawing from his own life force meant his power-up had a very short and dangerous duration limit compared to the Avatar state, which has no such limit. But even so, Ed's tactics and creativity kept him in the fight, yet the Avatar's speed, power, and versatility was too much for him.
Yeah.
Aang may be a pacifist in canon and would hardly kill anyone, but unleashing his full power is a sight to behold.
Yeah. In
Just
Death
when Ed
Battle,
thought he had the hang of
pacifism
it, he
does not
took a
run
miss
here.
the mark.
The winner is Avatar Aang.
Yeah. Alrighty.
Thanks for watching this episode of Death Battle. If you want the battle music for yourself, you can get it by clicking the link down below.
And if you'd like to see some more battle and death, make sure to click the link over there.
Alright. Next time on Death Battle.
That's right.
Woo! Ghost Rider versus Lobo. Woo! Oh. Oh boy, here we go. Another Marvel versus DC battle. Oh my god, this is gonna be very interesting. But yeah, that was a very fun fight. Alright, I really liked this death battle. Very fast paced, and I love the animation for this episode. And I gotta give the props to the voice actors who did this as well for both Aang and Al. Nice little gag on the cabbages, actually. But yeah, anyway guys, that's it for this video. If you liked it, please leave a comment, like, share, and subscribe for more videos. And if you liked this video, please leave a comment in the comment section down below. So with that said, this has been your Man of the East, and until next time, take care everyone.